For today's eye look, I need help. Oh my god, get it together. The amount of times I say that. If I had $1 for every time I said get it together while filming, I would be a millionaire. I'm just going to be picking up my JH01 brush, which is this. I need help. Just your local hot mess here, showing you a makeup tutorial on this look right here. This is a full face tutorial. I kind of wanted to do more of a natural cut crease. Obviously this is still a glam makeup look. I still have a full face of makeup on, so this isn't natural by any means, but it does look natural compared to other looks I've done in the past. I feel like a lot of times when you see cut creases, they are like full out colorful cut creases, which I love. However, I kind of wanted to show you guys a natural take on a half cut crease, so that is the look I have on today. If you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, then just keep watching. But before we jump into today's video, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who entered my giveaway. I will be choosing a winner tomorrow. Today is Sunday, so I just wanted to say in this video, thank you guys so much for your continued support. I can't even find the words to thank you. I'm just so grateful to see this channel grow and to have all of you enjoying my videos and watching them. It just genuinely means the world to me, so thank you so much. And if you haven't won the giveaway, don't worry, I will be continuing to do more giveaways once we hit kind of each milestone. So I'm thinking like every 1,000 that we hit, I'll do a giveaway. So if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on those. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and without further ado, let's get started with today's video. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my skin today. I think I'm just going to be using my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. You guys know how much I love this stuff, especially during winter, just because my skin needs that extra little bit of moisture and it's just very easy to use. So I'm just going to put a very generous amount of this on my face. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear the wind. It's like insanely windy outside today. It's like literally gusting at like 30 or 40 miles per hour. So if you hear it, I apologize. I don't think you will. I don't think it's going to pick it up, but just to throw that out there. Alright, so for foundation today, I will be using my Maybelline Fit Me Foundation. This is the matte and poreless version. This is a great drugstore foundation. It's probably one of my favorite drugstore foundations, and if you guys have any recommendations for any other drugstore foundations, let me know, because I definitely need to try some new ones out, but I also need to get the right shade because I have a super pale shade and then I just have like super dark shades. So I'm in that stage right now where I'm just like in between foundation shades. So I'm gonna make this work. It is pretty similar to the color of my neck, which is what I prefer to match my foundation to, because I want everything to just look seamless like it is my natural skin color. If you match your foundation to your face, it's most likely not going to match your neck, because usually your face is lighter than your neck because you're going in and exfoliating and using skincare products and things like that. So just a thought, just to put that out there. I'm gonna put this all over my face using my StansOut beauty sponge. I am using this sponge dry today. I like to use this sponge dry. I also like to use it wet, but most of the time I just use it dry because honestly, I'm just too lazy to go up and wet my sponge. Let's be honest, I'm sure we've all been there. This is one reason why I love this sponge. I also just love this sponge because it just blends everything in so nicely, and also I can get my makeup done in half the time as when I use a foundation brush. For concealer today, I will be using my L'Oreal Pro Glow Concealer. This stuff is great for winter as well because it is super moisturizing. It feels like water on your skin. Honestly, it's just the bomb. I love this as a drugstore concealer. This is a little dark. I think it's going to be too dark for my under eye because I prefer there to be contrast between my under eye and the rest of my face. I prefer a bright under eye. So if that is the case, I will be adding in a little bit of my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. You guys know the drill with this stuff. I use this literally every time I do my makeup, just because I genuinely love this stuff so much and I just really don't like doing my makeup without it. So I'm just going to use that sponge once again to just blend this in, and I am also just going to bring these products onto the lid to help conceal and to use this as a primer for my eyeshadow. So next, I'm going to be putting on some cream bronzer. I love using cream bronzer, especially layering it Oh my god, especially layering it on, I can't say that, especially layering it on top of other products. So for today, I'm going to be using my Chanel Cream Bronzer. Let me grab this. This stuff is definitely very bougie, however, I think it's so worth the money because you get a lot of product and you only have to use a little bit of it at a time, so it does last a long time and it's just such a beautiful natural looking product. So I'm just going to take this with a angled kabuki brush. I believe this is my Sigma F86, or it could be the F84. I could be making this up. This is the F84 brush. I'm just going to focus this around the perimeters of my face just to warm my face up some more and just add some glow and some warmth because I feel like bronzer is a total game changer. Next, I'm going to be using one of my favorite liquid highlighters. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Glow. I have mine in the shade Perla because it's more of a champagne-y, warmer glow shade. Warmer glow. English is my first language, believe it or not, and I can barely speak it. But I'm just going to be focusing this on the top of my cheekbones and then a little bit onto my brow bone. This is just going to enhance the glow today, and I just love layering cream products like I said. So I'm just going to apply this to the top of my cheekbones with my fingers. I prefer using my fingers for this. You could use a brush or a sponge, but I just feel like I have more control over the product when I use my fingers. This is such a first world problem, but I never have my nails done because I work in a salon and I'm constantly washing hair, so nail polish just doesn't last on me. And I miss, you guys, I seriously miss having my nails done so much. I used to have them done literally all the time. However, it just doesn't last, like I said, so I just feel like I just want my nails done. And I would do like acrylics or something like that, but I cannot function with long nails. It's just not possible. Like, I've tried it before and I just can't get used to it, and whenever I get them I literally hate it and want to take them off the same day. So I'm not gonna do that, but one day I'll be able to have my nails done. Okay, so now we're gonna go in and set everything so that it stays in place all day long and it doesn't move. So for my under eyes, I'm gonna be picking up my RCMA No Color Powder. Surprise, surprise, I never use anything else. I'm gonna be applying this with my JH07 brush, but before I go in and apply this, I'm just gonna make sure that I blend out my under eye area because the foundation may have settled into any fine lines that I have, and I want my concealer to be crease free. I'm just gonna be using my JH08 brush just to buff out that lower under eye area, and then to apply the powder I will be using my JH07 brush. These are two of my favorite under eye brushes just because they are perfect for the under eye area. They're very small and precise, so I feel like you get a lot of control over the product, which is just all you could ever ask for, honestly, when doing your makeup. So then right after I am done setting this, I won't even really look around. I have to find the product, but I don't want to create any more creases, so I'm just going to go in and just tap this powder directly under my under eye and then just bring it down a little bit towards my nose here because that is where I tend to get a little bit more oily. And then I will just top off any excess if I picked up too much powder, and then I will just sweep this away. I can't really remember the last time I baked. I really don't do that anymore just because my skin has been more dry and I just have not been feeling that like full baked makeup look lately. I just kind of have been really feeling the more natural looks. I just want my skin to feel like it can breathe and just very not caked up. To powder the rest of my face, I'm going to be picking up my JH01 brush, which is just this huge powder brush right here, and I will be applying my BareMinerals BarePro powder. I'm not really going to go and build this up. I just want to set the rest of my face so that when I go in with bronzer and blush and highlight later, nothing sticks to my skin and looks patchy. Also, sorry if the lighting is getting weird. The sun is currently setting, so it just... This is a hot mess. What else do you guys expect? My channel's a hot mess. What's new? I am going to bronze today using my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Clearly, this is very well loved. This is my favorite drugstore bronzer, so if you haven't tried this out, I definitely recommend it. It is matte, but it's buildable, and it doesn't have like a super matte finish as much as it has like a skin finish look to it. I'm just going to be applying that with my JH02 brush. I've been loving this brush for bronzer recently because I feel like I can go in and kind of contour with it, or I can flip the brush to make it more wide to do more of a general bronzing. can't even explain how annoying this is. I keep a lot of products in my kit just because it's a lot of products that I have in my kit that I just use for my kit. I don't use them up myself. I threw in my Morphe and BretmanRock Babe in Paradise palette and a black shadow broke, so everything in my kit needs to be cleaned off and there's black shadow everywhere. So this is how my day's going. I have to really quickly go wash my hands, but look at all this black shadow I just wiped off of that palette. Okay, oh my god. So now we're going to highlight. I will be picking up my Morphe Babe in Paradise bronzer palette. Girl, get it together. My Morphe Babe in Paradise highlighting palette and taking the shade Vaygation and my JH09 brush. Before I put that on, I'm going to spray my face with my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I literally live and die by this setting mist. I swear by it. You will absolutely love it. If you have not picked this up and tried this out, please do. It will change your life. It is just a great setting spray. I love using it before, after, and during my makeup if I feel like I'm getting too powdery, and it just really helps to make your highlight look more pigmented and more bright. I'm going to put this over my cheekbones, down the center of my nose, on the tip of my nose, and on my Cupid's bow. This is not necessary, however, I just want to really glow today. I'm just feeling that glowy look, so I'm just going to put this anywhere I could put highlighter. And I forgot to put on blush, so I was gonna skip it, but we'll just put on blush anyways. I'm just gonna pick up my Morphe Pop of Coral Blush Trio. Surprise, surprise. I've been using this for like the past 2 months, it feels like. I'm gonna pick up the shade Fierce today because it does have a little bit of a sheen or a glow to it, and I'm just gonna put it right in between the bronzer and the highlight. And because we put the highlight down first, this is also just gonna help to make it look like you're glowing from within because you're layering products over top of that. I feel like I just spoke another language that wasn't English. I don't know. Do you guys expect anything else when you come to my channel? Hopefully not, because this is what you're gonna get. I am just going to apply that with my JH04 brush. I'm going to be doing my brows today. What brow product do I want to use? I think I might use my Dip Brow by Anastasia. I haven't used it in a hot minute, or at least it feels that way. So where is it, if I can find it? This is in the shade Chocolate, and I will be applying that with my Anastasia number 14 brush. I love this brush for doing my brows because it has a very nice spoolie, but it's also a very nice fine angled brush, so you can really go in and just detail your brows. So now I'm just going to pick up my Anastasia concealer. This is in the shade 1 with my Morphe 224 brush. I'm just going to go in and carve out my brows. This is a step for some reason I took out of my makeup routine and I've been skipping, but it just makes such a huge difference. So I'm just going to go in and just very slightly carve out the under part of my brow, and then if there's any leftover concealer, I'll just bring it down onto the lid because why not? We can use some more primer. Sure, that's what I'm going to tell myself. Now, just to set my brows, I'm just going to be using my Benefit Gimme Brow Brow Gel. I love this stuff and it is tinted, so if you don't do your brows, you can really just throw this on just to give them some more shape and definition. But this just helps to have my brow hairs laid down the way that I want them to, and like I said, they'll stay like that all day long. And then I'm just going to give myself a little mist of this setting spray just because I just want to use it, honestly, but it's just going to help to just set everything and make everything look very natural, or as natural as this can look. So for the eyes, I want to do kind of like a natural cut crease. I feel like cut creases, whenever I see them, can be pretty dramatic, which I love, but I love a cut crease and I definitely like seeing more natural cut creases. So I'm going to be picking up my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. I absolutely love this. It is really great, especially if you're going for something that's a little bit more dramatic, because it does have some super foiled pressed pigments in here, which I love. I'm going to pick up the shade Birch with my JH36 brush, and I'm going to focus this into my transition area as my transition shade. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit. What am I doing? I'm a fake YouTuber. See? Sun setting. Sorry about that. And then I like to wing my shadows out on the inner or the outer corner so that it doesn't really look super rounded, because when I do go in, I'm focusing on following that crease, so sometimes my shadows can be super rounded, which I like sometimes. However, I've just been feeling that kind of just wung out, smoky, airbrushed kind of look. I don't know if that makes sense, but you guys know what I mean. I'm just building this shade up just to give myself some definition in that area. I feel like this is a super blendable shade. You can really use it as a wash of color or go in and build up more pigment, and that is what I'm doing today. So I'm focusing on putting this product in the crease first, and then once there's little to no product left on the brush, I'm just slightly bringing it up towards that brow bone just to make sure that everything is blended and seamless. Picking up my JH33 brush, I'm going to pick up the shade Twig and focus this tighter into the crease. I'm not going to be blending this up towards that transition area because I want this to stay right in that crease. It's okay if this comes onto the lid as well, because we will be concealing since this is a cut crease. So I'm just going to focus on getting it into that crease area to add some more definition. How many times have I said crease? Take a shot every time I say crease. And then with that same brush, I'm just going to focus on bringing this slightly onto the outer corner just because I want to add some more definition out here. However, I'm not going to take it in too far. We are going to cut the crease, so if it gets covered up, that was in English again. So if this gets covered up, it's not a big deal because we can just go in and reinforce that shadow in that area, but I just want to give myself a guide of kind of where I want to cut the crease and then where I want it to stop. I do love doing half cut creases. I feel like they just complement every eye shape, and I like how you can still have some definition on that outer corner. So I'm really trying to focus on keeping this look relatively light today. I really want to go in with a darker shade and deepen this look up. However, I'm not going to because we are not doing a dramatic look today. We are doing more of a natural cut crease. Brooke, we're doing a natural cut crease, so don't go ham. Alright, and for concealer, I'll be using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and that same concealer brush that we used for the brow bone. This is my M224 from Morphe. This is my favorite brush to do cut creases with, or really any kind of concealer for carving brows or anything like that. It just works very nicely at carving out areas. Now for cut creases, what I do is I take my mirror and I turn it flat so that I can look down into it, and I will start by looking. I can see my socket is right about here, so I'm just going to place that concealer right about to that area and then kind of just take it and follow it down towards the inner corner of the eye, and then I will just go in and smooth this product out. And then once I kind of know where I want that cut crease to go, I will start to blend out the edges back towards that outer corner and then just kind of tap away any excess concealer that is still sitting on the lid here. Cut creases can be difficult. They just take time, and it's all about knowing your eye shape and what works best for you. So my best advice is just to practice. If you have a heavier fold and have a hard time kind of figuring out where to put your cut crease, a lot of times I like to put concealer right on my lash line there and then look up. That'll kind of transfer that concealer to where your crease is. You'll be able to better see where to put that concealer. So that is just a tip if you have not tried that before. That helped me a lot when I first started doing cut creases. And if you ever bring the product up too high, don't even worry about it, because you can always go back in with a smaller shadow brush and just kind of cover up part of that area where that concealer went. If you feel like you kind of need to define your crease a little bit more, just use a small brush so you don't blend it all over the concealer and you kind of have more control over where you're putting the product. So now all I'm going to do is take that Twig shade once again on my JH36 brush and just focus it a little bit more on that outer corner just to create a little bit more of definition, and I want to keep it a little bit more open. So I'm just focusing on kind of tapping this in this area, then slightly blending it onto that lid. going to dip into my Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia, and I'm going to pick up the shade Tempera with my Morphe flat shader brush. This brush was just from a set, so it doesn't have a number. I'm going to focus this over where I put that concealer to set that concealer, but also just to kind of brighten up that lid area a little bit more. Alright, and then sticking with this palette, I'm going to take the shade Vermeer, which is this shimmery shade right here, and I'm going to put that onto my inner corner and on top of my brow bone. And I'm just going to be applying that with my Morphe JH39 brush. This brush is perfect for the inner corner. It's very precise, so I feel like you get a lot of control over where you're putting the product. And then I'm just using this on my brow bone as well. It's not my favorite brush for the brow bone, but I don't feel like switching brushes, so I'm just going to make it work. I'm just going to put on some mascara. I will be using falsies today just for the purpose of this video, but you can totally skip this step. So I'm going to put on my Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara. I haven't used this in a hot minute, and I really love this mascara. If you haven't tried it out, I would definitely recommend it. What I would do when I didn't know how much I liked a mascara, if I wanted to try it out, I would just get the sample size, because that actually lasts you a long time and you're able to test out a mascara before you buy the full size. So just a little pro tip if you are ever interested in trying out mascaras but don't want to buy full size, just get the travel size. Don't worry if you get mascara onto your lid. All I do is take a spoolie, wait for this mascara to dry, and then I kind of just go in and flake it off. And then if I need to, I'll go in and put a little bit more shadow over that area just to cover that up a little bit more. For lashes today, these are a new pair of lashes from the company Eden Rose. They don't have the name on the packaging, they just have the product number, so these are in the style D21. I'll have them linked below if you're interested in trying them out. I am just going to pop these on. These look really pretty. They have a nice flare to them, a nice taper from the inner corner to the outer corner, so it's perfect for looks like this. I'm just going to pop these on and then we will move on with the rest of the eyes. Okay, so my lashes might be sitting differently, but they're playing me today, they're trying me, so I'm just gonna let them just hang out here. We're not gonna mess with them anymore. However, I am gonna go in and put a little bit of white liner onto my lower lash line. I will be using my Morphe liner in the shade Coconut today. This is just going to help open up the eyes, and if I went in with a darker liner, even though I want to, it would kind of take away from that natural look. So I'm just going to put this into my waterline, and then I'm gonna blend that out with that twig shade that we were using in the crease in the outer corner area. And I'm also just going to take this and slightly connect it up towards this outer corner here, just to kind of reinforce, are you kidding me? We'll fix that. Just to reinforce this kind of winged out shape up here. Then I'm just going to put a quick coat of mascara onto my lower lashes. I will just be using my Bad Gal Bang mascara once again. This is one of my favorite mascara to use on the lower lashes just because of the applicator or the wand. It just works really nice to just go in and separate those lashes. Are you kidding me? Alright, so we'll fix that. We'll just wait for that to dry. Don't worry if that happens, it's easy to fix, don't panic. Whatever you do, don't wipe it off until it dries because it's still wet, so if I go in and try to take it off, it's just gonna smear everywhere. So I'm actually just gonna move on to the lips, so let's just ignore this speck. I look ridiculous, but what's new? I don't know why I just threw that. My mood today, apparently. For lips today, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Melted Matte Lipstick in the shade Cool Girl. These are still one of my favorite matte lipsticks just because they last all day long and they're very comfortable. They don't feel drying or anything like that. Before I put this on, I'm just going to line my lips with my Morphe lip liner in the shade Backseat Love. Okay, so now that this spot on my face has dried, I'm just going to go in with this spoolie, just flick this off. And then I'm just going to take my concealer brush and then slightly go over this area just to cover up that darkness, and then with my powder brush just set that area once again. Alright, so this completes today's makeup tutorial. I just wanted to do something that was a little bit more on the natural side but still kind of glammed up. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new here to my channel or you watch my videos and aren't subscribed, make sure you click that button down below. I am so excited just to see this channel continue to grow. I absolutely love making videos for you guys, and the fact that you guys enjoy them just makes me so happy. You guys have no idea. Leave any video ideas or colors that you want to see me use or palettes that you want to see me use down below, because I want to film what you guys want to see. Also, the giveaway ends tomorrow. Today is Sunday. I'm not sure what day this video will be going up, but I will be using a website to randomly choose a winner, and then I will notify that winner and they will have 24 hours to respond. So if they don't respond in 24 hours, I will be picking someone new. I don't think I'm going to announce on the channel who won it, just because I kind of just want to keep it private. I don't really want to like put someone out there and be like, oh, this person won, and like share that. I don't really know. Is that weird? Maybe, maybe not. Just me. Kind of like a privacy thing, I guess you could say. I will definitely be doing more giveaways in the future, so if you didn't win this giveaway, don't be down or upset about it, because you will have many more chances to win something else next time I do a giveaway. So that concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one.